Hey, it's Jenny.
Hi, it's Isabella.
Hi, it's Alexandra.
Hi, it's Sierra.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good Friday morning, Redskins, and welcome to Battle of the Bridge Day at Loudon High School. I'm joined by the legendary Coach Harig, and here are your announcements for today, Friday, August 26th, 2023, even though I put 2022 on there. Teachers and students, please remember today we will have a slightly modified schedule for a 2:30 pep rally. Teachers, you have explicit directions on how the pep rally will work. Please make sure you have all the information you need prior to this afternoon. Our donations are being sent to Good Samaritan Center as we speak. I speak for Ms. Brewster and the staff of LHS that assisted in the food drive by saying thank you from the bottom of our hearts for whatever you did to donate. It's so neat to see our kids in the community pitching in for a cause that benefits folks other than ourselves. Learning to give selflessly is one of the best lessons that we can learn, and we certainly have mastered that standard. Good job. Now, we're going to talk about football just a little bit here. We've talked about giving and we've talked about canned food drive, but kind of the thing that starts this whole thing is the football game. And your football team is 1-0, beat Greenback. And so as we go into the Lenore City game, would you describe the history of this game with Lenore City and why it means so much?
I think just the proximity of the two schools. We're essentially separated by the river, which has a bridge, and so there's just a closeness there. I think sometimes we do a lot of things in their community as well. Everybody needs a good rival, a good foe that you respect to get the best out of you, and that's what Lenore City brings to us.
And so do you know it all? I've heard different things why when it became Battle of the Bridge, how that started.
Sure, we started that somewhere mid-90s, 95, 96. Mr. Breakbowl would know for sure. It had gotten to the point where each community was trying to one-up the other one with something negative. There was a lot of vandalism at the time, a lot of things that just really took away from the spirit of the game. And so how could we turn that into a positive? And so the two student councils got together. We renamed it the Battle of the Bridge at that moment. It was not called that previous to that, so that's kind of fairly new. We renamed it the Battle of the Bridge, and that's when we started the food drive and the running of the football and really involved the students in that whole process because their goal was to how could we damage the other team's facilities or how could we one up what they did to us last year, and this was a way to turn it into a positive.
Sure. And I don't know that we're blessed with this rivalry in that our kids get to do so many things during the week, and not all schools get to do that.
No, and that's the biggest thing. We take it for granted, but not every school has a unifying moment like this where we can all agree that together we're going to give our best this week because we want to win.
Yep, for sure. So at the end of the Greenback game, I overheard you say after that game that this was a one-week season, a one-game season, referring to the Lenore City week. What are you trying to say to the players when you say that?
So as a coach and as a team, when we look at games, if you had to pick what's the one game you want to play your best in, what's the one game that you want to have above all else, most of our guys would pick this one game. And so as a player, you're going to give it everything you got. If you get injured in this game or if we use a running back or somebody too much and we get an injury, it's just what you got to do to win this game. And so when it's all said and done and you look back on the 2023 season, what was the one game that you remember? It'll be this one. And so we're going to give this one everything we got, and whatever happens next week happens. But for now, our sole focus is this one game.
And so other than a couple years, you've been here since 93?
94.
Looking back all those years, what are your most fond memories that you can remember of the Battle of the Bridge over those years?
And there's been a lot of close victories, a lot of big games. Back in the late 90s, both teams were ranked top 5 in the state. We were 9-0 and they were 8-1, and so that was a big game. Here recently, 2011, we won the 7th game in a row in the series, and they clearly had the better team. Our guys just wanted it more. That was a big one. I was telling the guys the other day, we had to play a 4-quarter game that we had no business winning somewhere 2006, and we blocked a field goal at the end to win that game 21-20. And so a lot of those stand out. Obviously, the personal ones that my sons played in stand out too. But, after, 30 years now, they all mean something for sure.
And this one we're going for five in a row. And the most you've ever seen that you've coached is 7 in a row, correct?
7 in a row is the record, yep.
All right, so you win if. Loudon High School wins if.
We're the most physical team. Today we want to come out and impose our will. We don't want to do things to beat ourselves, so, turnovers, silly penalties, those kind of things. But we win if we're the most physical team and we impose our will on both sides of the ball.
Before we talk about the fans, our students and our other community fans, there was an issue at the Greenback game where Greenback's PA announcer did the national anthem, and we had our flag detail there ready to walk onto the field, and they just did it without announcing the flag detail and top and so should we continue to do that, or should we let them go ahead and walk on the field?
You misused the term legendary. Legendary is a guy like David Dukes who has committed his back end of his career to the fine people of young people of Loudon High School and his ROTC program down there. We'll afford him the respect that he deserves because of his legendary status. We will pause while his drill team does flag detail team, does get the time to march out there on the field and give the flag and top the respect he deserves.
Yes, and I would agree 100%. Now let's talk to the fans and the sniffs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now for the fans, what is their role? What's our students' role? How can they help?
Well, when I'm most proud of our fans, especially our student fans, when they're loud, when they're excited, when they're into the game, much like last year. I still, just this week, I watched the last year's game, and that last drive that we had as we drove down to score the winning touchdown. They were into it. You could see them directing the band. The fans were into it. What I'd like to do is show class, be positive and understand that those Lenore City players in this heat are going to go out and represent their community. And we want the outcome of the game to be in our favor, but we want to respect their efforts as well. And so sometimes when the game gets late, it's not about what's going on at the game. It's how can we make fun of them, or how can we bring stuff up that has nothing to do with the game just to have a moment of embarrassment. And I want us to show class tonight and be into the game and enjoy it, but at the same time be respectful.
Amen. So, all right, got a couple things here, but before we get there, Friday is the day we take care of business on the field. But we got a job prior to tonight. We're going to get it done. We've got a pep rally. We've got all kinds of cool things going on. Let's have a great Battle of the Bridge Friday. If you'll scroll up, go ahead and scroll up for me. And I'm going to go ahead. Did you not get that in there? Oh, another announcement. Hold on. Got two things. Sorry, guys. Sorry. This one's important. So, 5-star preps, teachers, 5-star preps, and it's going to be right now, is doing a, what is it, best student section?
Yeah, essentially it's just a vote. How many votes can Loudon get versus Lenore City?
Yeah, best student section. And I want to make sure that we win that. Our kids want to make sure that they win that. So if you would, allow our kids to get on right now. I guess it's 5-star preps. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. It's Battle of the Student section. Haley, is there any specific?
Just go to the website and scroll all the way to the bottom.
Which website?
5-star prep.
5-star preps
.com.
website. Google it, whatever. Go down there and vote for Loudon as the best student section. If you do that, that would be fantastic. Right. Ends at noon. We need to do it right now. Right now, guys. Sorry, I'm a little off topic. And then finally, as we are going to have a great Friday, and we will, and we hope you'll join us. We'll make sure to do that. But also, finally tonight, LHS is premiering a live stream on YouTube at Dukes Field with your hosts Wyatt Gardner and Ben Tripp. The broadcast will start at 7 p.m. Look for the streaming link on the school website. If you missed the game, you can watch the replay on LHS News Magazine. And as we go out, here's a little clip to send us out for the game tonight. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red.